It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
It's a running room. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the board.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about Alabama. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now. dealing with fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. He uncorks one deep. He got it. He will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Finds the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Pryor. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
They'll start this drive from the 42. It's a draw. Powers through the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Oda. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That's caught. It's Larson. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that That is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Power football with the run. And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.